April 23rd, 2026. Draft night, Pittsburgh. The best pure football player in the entire class is sitting in the green room, and the picks keep going by. One.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza.
Two.
Second pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select David Bailey.
3.
Third pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Jeremiah Love.
All right.
Quarterbacks fly off the board. Edge rushers, tackles, corners. 10 teams pass on Caleb Downs. 10. And then Jerry Jones, 83 years old, sitting in the Dallas war room, gets so nervous somebody's about to jump him that he trades up one spot, just to make sure nobody steals the guy sliding right into his lap. Afterward, he tells reporters Downs was a prize just sitting there. A prize. Sitting there. At 11. Here's the thing. Ohio State spent 2 entire seasons warning every single one of those front offices exactly who Caleb Downs was. The tape screamed it. The numbers screamed it. The trophy screamed it. And nobody listened. This is that story. Before we get to the slide, you need to understand the pedigree, because Caleb Downs was never a secret. He was practically engineered for this. His dad, Gary Downs, played running back in the NFL. His older brother, Josh Downs, catches passes for the Indianapolis Colts. This is a football family, the way some families are military families. It's just what they do. Coming out of Georgia, Caleb was a 5-star recruit, one of the highest rated safeties in the history of the recruiting rankings. And who wanted him most? The greatest evaluator of defensive backs who ever lived, Nick Saban. Downs became one of the crown jewels of Saban's final recruiting class at Alabama. Think about that. The last great player Nick Saban ever signed was Caleb Downs. That's not a coincidence. That's a scouting report all by itself. And as a true freshman at Alabama, 18 years old in the SEC, he started all 14 games, 107 tackles, 2 picks, SEC Freshman of the Year, Freshman All-American. Veterans take years to earn Saban's trust on the back end. Downs had it by September. Then, January 2024 happens. Saban retires.
As sports sources report, Saban informed his team that he would be retiring during practice earlier this afternoon.
And within days, Caleb Downs is in the transfer portal, and every program in America is on the phone. He picks Ohio State, and that's where the warning starts. Because what happened in Columbus wasn't a good career. It was a 2-year PSA addressed directly to the NFL. Year 1 at Ohio State, unanimous All-American. And, oh yeah, a national championship, beating Notre Dame to cap the run. Downs wasn't just on that team. He was the eraser in the middle of the best defense in college football. But here's the stat that should have ended every draft debate before it started. According to Pro Football Focus, in his entire Ohio State career, Caleb Downs allowed 0 touchdowns in coverage. 0. Not 1, 2 full seasons, the biggest stages in the sport. Playoff games, rivalry games, a national title run, and no receiver ever crossed the goal line on his watch. And it's not like they hit him in one spot. Ohio State moved him everywhere. Deep safety, slot corner, in the box like a linebacker, on the line as a blitzer. He even returned punts. Took 2 of them to the house in his college career. Add it all up, 257 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 6 interceptions, 12 pass breakups, 3 forced fumbles. Scouts compared his instincts to Eric Berry, to Earl Thomas. One draft profile literally called him the standard. Ohio State didn't just develop Caleb Downs, they held him up to the entire league for 2 years and said, as loudly as a program can say it, this is what a top 5 pick looks like.
Take the handoff, throw to the outside. Johnson dropped immediately. Heck of a tackle by Caleb Downs.
That was the warning. So what happened? How does that guy fall out of the top 10? Welcome to the doubt machine. Objection number 1. He's just a safety. In the modern NFL, safety is considered a non-premium position. The analytics crowd will tell you that you draft quarterbacks, pass rushers, tackles, and corners at the top, and you can find safeties later. Doesn't matter how good he is, the position dragged his stock, not the player. Objection number 2. The measurables. At the combine, Downs measured just under 6 feet, 206 pounds, 30 1/4 inch arms. Nothing spectacular, no freak numbers, and front offices love freak numbers because freak numbers get scouts promoted and never get them fired. Objection number 3, and this one only surfaced in the final weeks before the draft. Whispers. Reports that some teams were privately raising concerns about his injury history. Anonymous, unverifiable, classic draft season smoke, right when a player's stock is most fragile. So the evaluation stopped being about football. 2 years of flawless tape versus a measuring tape and a whisper campaign. And 10 teams chose the measuring tape. Never mind that the tape showed a guy who reads quarterback eyes like he's in the huddle. Never mind the 0 touchdowns allowed. Never mind that literally every coach who ever had him, from Nick Saban to Ryan Day, treated him like the most important player on the field. The league outsmarted itself. It always does. Which brings us back to draft night. The Raiders take Fernando Mendoza, first overall. Fair enough, quarterbacks are quarterbacks. The picks roll on. Downs waits. 5, 7, 9, 10, and in Dallas, Jerry Jones is sweating because the Cowboys are sitting at 12, staring at a top 3 player on their board in free fall. And Jerry's been in the league 50 years. He knows somebody's about to jump the line. He said it himself afterward. He's been the team that was 1 pick away and watched somebody trade up and cut his heart out. So this time, he's the one who moves. Dallas sends 2 picks to Miami, just to climb from 12 to 11. 1 spot. That's how scared they were of losing him. Pick 11, Caleb Downs, Dallas Cowboys.
With the 11th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Caleb Downs, defensive back, Ohio State.
And the second it happened, the entire draft community said the same thing in unison. Steal. The best safety prospect in years. Some said since Eric Berry, since Earl Thomas, and he cost the Cowboys pick 11 and a couple of day 3 throwaways. The 10 teams that passed, they didn't outscout anybody. They just didn't listen. Now, let me be fair for a second, because there is another side to this. The positional value argument isn't crazy. History says even great safeties rarely swing games the way elite quarterbacks and pass rushers do. If you're a GM and you take a safety at 5 and he's merely very good, you might lose your job. That math is real, and it's why smart people passed. 11th overall for a safety is actually aggressive by modern NFL standards. And the honest truth? We don't know yet. Rookies bust. Injuries happen. The whispers could even turn out to have substance. If Downs is just a solid starter for a decade, the "he's only a safety" crowd will claim they were right all along. But here's why I'm not betting on that. Because the guys he gets compared to, Barry, Thomas, Budda Baker, the common thread isn't measurables, it's instincts. And instincts are the one thing that never gets slower, never gets hurt, and never stops mattering. Every level Caleb Downs has ever played at, he's been the smartest player on the field. Alabama warned us. Ohio State really warned us. At some point, the tape is the truth. So here's where it lands. Caleb Downs is in Dallas now, wearing number 13, learning a defense that's being rebuilt around exactly what he does, playing everywhere, seeing everything, arriving angry. Dak Prescott and the veterans are already raving about the rookie. And this fall, 10 defensive coordinators around the league are going to turn on their film and watch the guy they passed on fly around America's team secondary for the next decade. Ohio State told us, for 2 straight years in the loudest way possible, a national title, a unanimous All-American season, 0 touchdowns allowed. They told us exactly who Caleb Downs was. 10 teams heard it. Nobody listened. And now he belongs to Jerry Jones. The question isn't whether Caleb Downs was worth a top 5 pick anymore. The question is how long it takes the rest of the league to admit it. So, biggest steal of the draft or smart teams playing the odds? Drop your take in the comments. And if you made it this far, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next one.